If you have that friend who is constantly manipulative, constantly abusive, why are you still there? Why are you still there? It's unhealthy. You need to take charge of life. Hey my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How you're doing today? Anyways, if you're new to my channel, you are highly welcome. In this platform and this channel, all we do is to get ourselves to the best of who we are and the highest potentials of what we actually accumulate in our certain destiny. In today's video, I'm just going to talk briefly on how to actually detach from people, situations, and some certain things from your life. Do you understand? And I'm gonna teach you how to actually do that and tips to get through to that. Just watch this video to the end. Detachment. I know detachment can be very, very challenging. Detaching from people, detaching from situations in life, it can be very challenging. But the necessary thing you need to prioritize is your mental well-being. I'm going to give you some steps and tips on how to go through this process. The first one is, let's talk about toxic relationships right now. When you have a friend or partner who is always constantly negative, manipulative, abusive, you need to recognize that it is toxicity. And I feel like a lot of people do not recognize that at all. And it impacts some people. To avoid that, I will just even explain more. Because now, you need to detach from people that are not going to be productive in your life. Detach from people that always make you feel less of a person that you are. And that's why when it comes to friendship, when it comes to partners, I don't care. I don't care if that person is a billionaire. I don't care if that girl or whoever it is shows up for you but then still demeans you. Is that really friendship? Is that really relationship? And then you are there sitting down because you have that fear of, oh, where would I start with someone else new? Where would I start? I can't move. And then you see yourself being in that state. You need to learn how to detach if you want something more. Do you understand? Or you're in a job whereby your boss or it's draining on feeling. You're not who you really are. And you know that your passion is literally making it in life on your own, being an entrepreneur, doing that. But then you're stuck there due to financial reasons or other reasons that you feel might not get something that you like. Let me tell you something. Once you start letting that spirit of fear consume you, you would literally let go of your dreams. That is the first step to, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say it here. You know what I'm talking about. That's the first step to failure. And if you're not willing to have a versatile mindset that no matter where you are, once you feel somehow, you need to get to a particular position that is like the job that you're in right now. That is what you have passion for. That is what you like, not something that drains you and is unfulfilling. I'm telling you. And once you get that particular thing, you need to understand that this life is a broad spectrum for success. That is one thing I want you guys to get right. And you'll now see yourself you need to also detach from unhealthy habits like drinking alcohol. You know, alcohol is more like a sedative, right? It sedates you. You feel calm. If you're stressed, that's when you start seeing people, consume alcohol. Do you get? So that thing, you need to understand that no problem, you can drink alcohol, but control the way you drink alcohol. Don't let it consume you and make you literally waste your time in this earth. Do you understand? So I need you guys to detach from unhealthy habits like social media that can literally get you to your lowest moment. Social media, alcohol, smoking that can literally be a detriment to your health, and unhealthy eating because you do not want to get excessively fat. That's why I tell people to learn and recognize the problem. Or you're in a family conflict whereby there's a constant ongoing of conflict with family members that cause you stress and anxiety, or support, or should I say, you need to recognize the need to be distant from yourself, or you're holding on to a guilt or regret over the past years, over past mistakes affecting your present life. or your like, why now? Why? I have so much to talk about. Why? Because you need to learn how to let go of your mistakes. By applying these steps I'm going to give you right now, this step has helped me a lot because I was in your shoes. I know right now you are not yet detached from that relationship that's giving headache. You're not yet detached from the friendship. You're not yet detached from that hobby. Right now, I'm talking to you. Yes, you. I'm talking to you. Right now, I want you to understand that you need to inculcate these steps. Start now by changing your life. I'm going to give you these tips that you're going to use to change your life right now so you can be able to effectively detach from any situation and to improve your well-being overall. Do you understand? So the first step to detachment is acknowledging the need to detach. When I mean acknowledging the need to detach, is recognizing the detachment that is necessary for your mental and emotional health. Now, accept that it's okay to prioritize your well-being, regardless of who you're gonna hurt, regardless of who you're gonna you leave, regardless of your finances. You need to detach from things that are causing you your mental and emotional health. If you know that there is a friend that is causing you, detach from that friend, cut that friend off. That's when this comes to my next point, that's to set boundaries. Now, when you're setting boundaries, that's a form of detachment. Clearly, you're trying to define what you want and what you will accept. Now, communicate these boundaries not just only to friends, but to friends, for not just only to friends, but to families too, respectfully. Respectfully. So when you do that, that way you're reducing any sort of, disrespect or toxicity in your life. That's why this goes to my next point. That's reducing the contact. Reducing contact. Gradually limit your interactions with the person or your involvement in that situation. If you know that you're always having constant family issues, or there's always this friend that demeans you, like you're not just happy around her, she's always very toxic. Use technology, and I also use technology to control the frequency and type of communication. And that's why I literally tell people focus on yourself. Like there is nothing else, focus on yourself. Because when you start learning how to detach, when you start learning how to focus on yourself, you start learning how to detach. Do you get? And what I mean is that start engaging in activity that distracts you from that person. So imagine you've broken up with this person, you are having issues detaching, and that person has treated you badly. Why are you going back? Why are you going back? You need to detach yourself because you need to understand that you're worthy of good things. You're worthy of good things. Oh my gosh, you are worthy of good things. And that is why you have to engage in activities that, bring out joy, fulfillment, invest your time in self care and improvement. Now, once you start distracting yourself, concentrating on different things that make you happy, you now start saying that if you've not been over someone before just because of you guys broke up, you start saying that you literally start even forgetting that you were pained last year or you were pained last month. Do you understand that kind of thing? So it's good to understand that you have to involve yourself and focus on yourself, your well-being, your self-care. When you now start seeing that this is who you are, you're focusing on yourself, you now start seeing that you don't even get bothered why some people are not in your life anymore. Do you understand? And that's why I like telling people seek support, both in family, both in friends, about decisions to detach, because there are some, don't listen to the wrong people, please. There's some friends that will tell you, oh, still take that. People are not, they'll, I'm telling you, like, there is a limit to accept some certain people back into your life. There is a limit. It's not everyone you need to bring back into your life. And I feel like you need to understand that it's okay to grow. It's okay to grow. It's okay to detach from your former life. It's okay to detach from your past experiences. Do you understand? And that's why I tell you join support groups that can help you understand the signs of detachment, that can help you quicken your step from detaching to that sort of person or that sort of situation. And that's when I tend to tell people reflect and learn. Journal through your thoughts. When you're reflecting, journal through your thoughts. Like, how has this thing been has this thing been a very happy thing in my life? And feelings like that, to process the detachment, understand that the reasons behind these things, behind like detaching and learning from experiences, is because you were not happy at some point in your life. Do you understand? And that's why you're wanting to detach and wanting to find a very better space of. So these are steps to actually tend to detach. Tell families, tell friends, distance yourself, limit contacts. You can even block them. I'm in support of blocking. If that person is a red flag to your growth, I'm sorry. Sorry, I support blocking. All these people that tell you, oh, why are you blocking? It's so childish. Please block for your mental health. Block for your mental health. Anyways, I'm gonna give you the tips that actually got me through my detachment stage, and what will actually help you. Now, the first thing is, like I always tell my babies, learn and practice mindfulness meditations. Do your breath control, do yoga, just to stay calm and to manage your emotions and to be present. And the second one I always tell is like stay busy. Like I told you, stay busy. An idle man is a devil's workshop. Oh, what's the statement? I'm forgetting, guys. So when you start staying busy, you start listening that you start seeing that you're distracting yourself from the actual thing that was giving you so much pain. You're distracting yourself from things that hurt you so much. Do you understand? So fill your time with hobbies, work, new activities to be able to distract you that way. And the third point is refine your thoughts. Refining your thoughts is challenging negative thoughts, replacing them with positive affirmation. One thing I do that gets me on a very good extent is that I try to learn how to do this daily motivational thing every morning. Before I set out to go to work, I tell myself just like 10 positive affirmations, Jonathan, for that day, and that gets me more good. Do you understand? Based on some negative things I've actually heard. So the next one is visualize a positive future. Once you start learning how to visualize a positive future, you imagine the benefits of detaching and of how to improve your life. Do you understand? And the next thing, you also need to understand that celebrating small wins needs to be acknowledged, and it will reward you for just try to reward yourself for making progress. Try to encourage yourself no matter how small it is. Just try to celebrate small wins. And that's why I tell a lot of people, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Understand that detachment is a process. It's not a rush. It's going to take time to fully detach. That's what people don't understand. Right now, as you're watching this video, you're not going to detach tomorrow. You're not going to detach tomorrow night. You're not going to detach next week fully. But each little step is going to get you there, through the hurt, through the heartache, through the betrayal, through anything. So you need to be patient with yourself. There's sometimes that the feelings might come in and out, but you need to stand on business. Stand on business, please, because it's your future, and you need to actually be selfish to some extent. Just be selfish. What I tell people is limit triggers. Avoid places, avoid people or situations that remind you of what you're detaching from. Do you understand? Avoid people like that. Avoid even having going into that category, and always stay positive, because once you start letting negativity come into you need to focus on the positive things in your life, so you can produce and also even practice gratitude daily. Because once you start being positive about things in your life, it distracts you from what has even hurt you, or what you're trying to detach from, or why you need to even elevate your life from these people. Guys, by following all the steps and tips, you can actually navigate the process of detachment with more ease and daily and consistent